Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's another review video today because I have here Elizabeth Arden Flawless Finish Perfect Nude Makeup. I've got two, and then we're gonna test this today, so you know the drill. You know what are the things that you're looking for a foundation, and I'm gonna try mentioning all of those questions in your mind when it comes to a perfect foundation for you. So, if you're interested, then please keep on watching. So before we go deeper into this video, first let me introduce to you the items that I have purchased. So like I've said, I'm going to give a review on this Elizabeth Arden Flawless Finish Perfect Nude Makeup with SPF 15 Fondant. I don't know how to read that. And I've got two shades. The first one is Warm Sun Beige, and then the other one is Cashmere. So yeah, I've got two shades, and then it weighs 1 fluid ounces or 30 ml, and it is made in the USA. And if you're wondering how much it is, I've purchased it for $35 each. They're claiming that it's for all skin types, so this foundation is for all skin type, whether you could be a combination, dry or oily, and it's light to medium coverage. It would look natural onto your skin with a radiant finish, and it is clinically dermatologist and allergy tested. And then the drill is, you know the drill, right? So this part right here would be primed, and then the other side is unprimed. For that, I'm going to be using Cover FX Blurring Primer. So I need this because to push away the hair onto my face, and then I'm just gonna distribute it properly. Most of the time I failed. Oh, it feels so smooth onto the skin. Oops. I still have dry skin here because it's, you know, I'm suffering from pimples. So, I think it is distributed evenly. So I got the two shades here. We've got Warm Sun Beige on this side, and then on this side is Cashmere. So I'll just make maybe a swipe test there to check which of these two is my skin color. So it has a pump like this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go ahead straight, like open it up, and then this shade is Cashmere, this one right here, and then the other one is the Warm Beige, Warm Sun Beige. You know what, the Cashmere is a bit darker, and then with like a brown undertone, while this one right here, the other one, the Warm Sun Beige, it's a skin tone but lighter with like a yellow undertone. So I guess I'm gonna use the Cashmere. This side I'm gonna be using a sponge, and I like it because the formula is a bit liquidy. It's a damp sponge, and like it was said earlier that it's a light to medium coverage, so for sure I'm gonna need another layer. But first, let me distribute this properly. We'll see if this is a buildable kind of foundation. So yeah, it blends really fast. It's liquidy, but it's not running kind of liquid, and it's not sticky too. So it's just right, and so far it feels very light onto the skin. So I will be applying this one right here with using a brush. So applying foundation on this side right here, it's unprimed and I have a lot of blemishes here, so I'm gonna make it a little bit thicker using brush and distribute it evenly. So this is the first coat. It looks oily, right? It looks shiny. And while this one right here, I've applied 2 coats already. So what's the difference between the two? This part right here, like in person, it looks lighter, but on cam, just nothing much difference, right? You couldn't tell, but in here, it's like more on, I could still see my skin. And this one right here, it's a bit thicker, but still there are blemishes showing. So I'm gonna add second coat off cam. Let's talk about the difference, if there's any difference between the prime and unprime side of my face. So for when it comes to the fine lines, this part right here is prime and unprime. So this one here, the fine line is more deeper compared to the unprime, because you know basically when you prime your face, so the primer should fill in those lines, but looks like it didn't do any much, or I don't know. So it's the fine lines is more deeper here. When it comes to the coverage, it is literally light to medium coverage because it did not cover this blemishes right here. There's like a red spots and I have dark spots right here. Those are very light spots, but still it was not able to cover the spots. I've applied 2 coats already, both sides, and I guess you just really need to use, if you have like very big problem when it comes to blemishes, you really need to use concealer to hide those. But this part right here that is unprimed, it looks more natural, like my skin is still picking through, while this part right here, it's more on like heavier lip. But how does it feel to the skin? It doesn't feel heavy. I don't feel any foundation, like I don't feel anything that is adding weight onto my skin. So it's a lightweight foundation. It's right, I would say they are right here. Now I'm gonna be wearing this all day, and we'll see if my pimples will get worse throughout the day by just wearing this foundation, because if it doesn't get worse, then I would say this is right. This is correct. Their claims is right. So it's clinically and dermatologist tested. So, and as well as FYI, I'm gonna apply powders to both sides like evenly, so that they look even, and apply concealer evenly too, so it doesn't, they look even. So I'll be right back. I started at 11 a.m. applying the basic, the primer, foundation, and telling you my views. Now it's 12:45, and yeah, this would be my first check-in, and then I'll come back later. So I'm gonna check in from time to time, so just keep on watching. Hi guys, so it's 3 p.m. As I have said, I'm gonna update you from time to time. So the foundation still looks amazing. It looks perfect. It did not move. And what I like about this foundation is normally when I apply my foundation, I'll have runny nose, watery nose, seriously. But this one, no, it's super dry. I love it. Yeah, it's TMI, but I have to tell you that. And let me remind you that this part right here is with prime and without primer. And I would say there's nothing much difference between the two. The only thing I could say, like in here, but it's very subtle, this part where it is prime, it looks a bit matte. This one right here, it's like a bit shiny, it looks oily, but still, like I would say it's not full coverage because I could still see some pimples right there, right here, but I could ignore that. And so far, I would say my pimples are not getting worse, but the day is still long. I still have to update you later. And yeah, so far, so good. And yeah, I'm gonna update again in a couple of hours. Hi guys, so I am back. It's past 9 already, so it's 6 hours gap from the last update I made. So FYI, I did not powder myself. So when it comes to cakiness, I always end up having a cakey face after applying a very huge amount of makeup, especially when I use my Wet n Wild Photofocus foundation. So normally I end up having a very patchy, cakey around here and under eye and my forehead, but this time I've placed the same amount as I normally do. I like the powder, and still it looks way better than the other, like my previous sessions, makeup sessions. So what I'm trying to say is this looks better, you know. So, and then when it comes to fine lines, so it's still the same. It did not add more fine lines. So whatever we saw earlier at 3 p.m. it's still the same at past 9 p.m. So nothing's changed. So basically what I am trying to say is the foundation is not moving. And let me remind you once again that this part right here is with primer and the other side is without primer. So this looks matte earlier, but now it's oily. It looks oily, especially this part right here. And this part without primer is more oilier, but it's a very subtle change. Only when you really try to like focus your attention, then I would say that the foundation is light to medium coverage, because I could still see some discolorations even though I use concealer already, but still, yeah, it's the bumps are visible. Those things are really difficult to hide. So yes guys, that's my review. It's a very honest review, and by the way, I have a combination skin, so probably you will have an idea. If you have a combination skin, you'll have an idea if this foundation is for you. Or I will leave a link down below, and check the description of this item on their website. So yes guys, I would say this is worth over $35, and I've never regretted purchasing these two right here. I could just mix them all together. So yes, hope this video would help you in your future purchases. Anyways guys, if you like this video, then please don't forget to click the like button, and if you're not subscribed, then please do subscribe. See you on my next post guys. I love you. Bye.